I've got to share something with you that sounds totally unimaginable, but hear me out. I've got a direct connection to someone deep inside Costco's headquarters, and what they just leaked to me about what's happening in 2026 is going to completely upend your entire shopping routine. We're talking about 20 items getting axed from the shelves, not gradually phased out over time. I mean, brutally cut off without warning. And some of these are products my household has depended on like clockwork. Item 14 is something that more than 60% of Costco shoppers grab on every single trip. And when you find out what they're planning to swap it with, you're going to be absolutely furious. Item 7 has sat in my kitchen storage for the past 10 years without fail. And why they're pulling it has absolutely zero connection to poor performance and absolutely everything to do with a supply chain catastrophe that hasn't hit the public news cycle yet. And item 3, this one legitimately infuriated me because you literally cannot find anything comparable at this price anywhere else in the market. Before we get started, do yourself a massive favor and smash that subscribe button immediately, because Costco never gives advance warning about these product eliminations. By the time the average shopper realizes what's happened, the shelves are already stripped bare, and I'm committed to monitoring every single development and alerting you the instant I get new intel. Alright, let's break this down. Item number 1 is the Kirkland Signature Butter. I realize this sounds absolutely absurd, but butter is a fundamental staple, correct? But listen to what my insider source revealed to me. The dairy companies that provide butter for the Kirkland brand are going through catastrophic consolidation chaos. 3 out of the 5 primary suppliers are combining operations, and this newly formed corporation is demanding price points that Costco flat out rejected. Beginning March 2026, that Kirkland Signature Butter you've been buying, the package with 4 1-pound blocks that cost less than $12, is getting eliminated completely. Now, butter will still be available, but you'll be forced to buy offensive name brands at drastically inflated prices. Here's why this situation is more critical than you realize. Kirkland Butter represents one of the most incredible values in the entire store. Thus, we're looking at genuinely high-quality butter priced at roughly half what regular grocery stores charge. My household personally consumes around 6 packages monthly. That translates to $72 annually in pure savings versus purchasing branded alternatives. But here's the strategic move you absolutely must execute immediately. Butter maintains perfect quality when frozen. I'm talking about 18 months up to 2 full years in a proper deep freezer without any degradation whatsoever. Moving to item number 2, we have Kirkland Signature Olive Oil. This revelation genuinely caught me off guard because olive oil ranks among Costco's absolute best-selling items. But here's what's actually happening behind the scenes. The Mediterranean growing regions are suffering through the most devastating olive harvest in 4 decades due to climate catastrophes. And Spain, Italy, and Greece are manufacturing 30% below their normal output levels. My contact informed me that Costco is desperately struggling to preserve their quality benchmarks at the current selling price. Instead of jacking up prices astronomically or compromising quality standards, they're completely discontinuing the Kirkland Signature Organic Olive Oil in January 2026. Currently, you can purchase 2 full liters of premium organic olive oil for approximately $25. Following the discontinuation, the replacement products are going to cost close to $45 for an identical quantity. Olive oil is absolutely one of those products where quality genuinely makes a massive difference. Inferior olive oil frequently gets diluted with cheaper oils or arrives already oxidized before you even crack the seal. Kirkland has consistently maintained rigorous quality standards year after year. Here's what makes olive oil absolutely perfect for bulk purchasing. When properly stored, it maintains freshness for 2 to 3 years. Item number 3 is the Kirkland Signature Mixed Nuts. Okay, this particular discontinuation genuinely triggered frustration in me. The massive container of premium mixed nuts, cashews, almonds, pecans, Brazil nuts, the one that's perpetually displayed at the end cap for around $15, completely gone by February 2026. The problem isn't consumer demand. These containers fly off the display racks. The actual problem stems from the worldwide nut supply network collapsing. Brazil nuts are facing severe export limitations. Cashew costs have skyrocketed by 100% because of disastrous harvests throughout Vietnam, as pecans are battling a fungal outbreak across the southern United States. Instead of reformulating with inferior quality nuts or dramatically raising prices, Costco is simply eliminating the entire product line. Here's why this matters way more than it initially appears. Mixed nuts rank among the most nutritionally concentrated foods available for long-term storage. Beneficial fats, protein, essential vitamins, critical minerals, and they maintain quality for months with basic storage practices. I consistently keep a container accessible in my pantry for instant snacking. But even more critically, nuts represent emergency preparedness gold. High calorie density, zero preparation requirements, completely shelf-stable. During a power failure or genuine emergency scenario, nuts deliver substantial energy immediately. Item number 4 is Kirkland's Signature Protein Bars, the chocolate chip and chocolate brownie varieties specifically. My children practically survive on these things. Ideal for packed school lunches, outdoor hiking trips, long car journeys, rushed breakfast situations. But beginning April 2026, they're getting wiped from inventory. The underlying cause is a manufacturer contract battle. The factory that produces these for Kirkland is demanding price increases of 40% because of skyrocketing costs for whey protein and cocoa ingredients. Costco rejected the price hike and chose discontinuation over transferring the cost burden to their members. Right now, you receive a carton of 20 bars for approximately $24. That breaks down to $1.20 per individual bar. The comparable branded protein bars at Costco cost approximately $2.50 to $3 a piece. After they discontinue these, that becomes your sole option. Here's exactly why I'm aggressively stockpiling these. Each individual bar contains 21 grams of protein plus a comprehensive nutrient profile. For chaotic mornings when my kids are frantically running behind schedule, I grab a bar and confidently know they're receiving genuine nutrition, not just processed sugar. The shelf longevity is the critical element here. These bars maintain quality for 12 months from manufacture date, and the majority of stock is extremely fresh. Item number 5 is Kirkland Signature Organic Tomato Sauce, the 8-can pack of 15-ounce containers for roughly $10. This is served as my default for pasta preparations, chili foundation, soup starter, virtually everything. Getting discontinued in January 2026. The underlying issue involves the organic tomato supply from California farms. The persistent drought combined with new water usage regulations are absolutely crushing tomato production. The agricultural operations supplying Kirkland are cutting output by 30%, and Costco cannot obtain sufficient volume to maintain the product at their existing price structure. Currently, $10 purchases 120 ounces of organic tomato sauce. That calculates to approximately 8 cents per ounce. Following discontinuation, the alternative organic products at Costco run approximately 20 cents per ounce. Here's the critical thing about tomato sauce. It serves as the foundation for countless meal preparations. Pasta dishes, obviously, but additionally pizza sauce, various soups, hearty stews, casseroles, chili recipes. I utilize at minimum 2 cans weekly in standard cooking. Tomato sauce also represents a perfect prepper essential. The natural acidity combined with the canning methodology means it lasts for multiple years. I currently have cans in my storage from 2021 that remain absolutely perfect. Item number 6 is the Kirkland Signature Honey. That enormous 3-pound jug for approximately $12, vanishing by May 2026. The underlying cause is the worldwide honey crisis that mainstream media isn't covering. Bee colonies are experiencing catastrophic population collapse globally, and authentic honey supplies are becoming increasingly scarce. My insider contact revealed that Costco has been fighting contaminated honey issues. Honey adulterated with corn syrup or alternative sweeteners from suppliers desperately attempting to satisfy demand. Rather than risk distributing substandard product, Costco is discontinuing their Kirkland honey until they can establish dependable sources. That could require multiple years. Here's why this development carries major significance. Authentic honey never spoils, literally never. Archaeologists have discovered sealed containers of honey in ancient Egyptian burial sites that are 3,000 years old and remain completely edible. That's not an exaggeration. That's scientifically documented reality. Honey represents nature's absolutely perfect storage food. Antimicrobial properties, antifungal properties, infinite shelf life, and delivers immediate energy. Currently, $12 secures 3 full pounds of genuine honey. After discontinuation, you're facing boutique specialty brands charging $20 to $30 for equivalent amounts. Item number 7 is Kirkland Signature Bacon, the 4-pack of 1-pound packages for approximately $18. This particular discontinuation genuinely shocked me, because bacon ranks as one of Costco's absolute most popular products. But here's the reality of what's unfolding. The pork processing industry is experiencing massive consolidation upheaval. 3 critical processing facilities that supply Kirkland are permanently shuttering due to severe labor shortages and escalating regulatory complications. The surviving suppliers cannot satisfy Costco's volume requirements at their established pricing framework. Beginning March 2026, Kirkland Bacon gets discontinued completely. The alternative options will be premium name brands costing approximately $30 to $35 for identical quantities. That's nearly double the current cost. Here's why I'm advising you to stockpile immediately. Bacon freezes exceptionally well. I'm talking about 6 months in a standard freezer, up to a full year in a dedicated deep freeze without any quality compromise. I purchased 10 packages just yesterday. That represents 40 pounds of bacon total. My deep freezer is currently maxed out. The financial investment was $180, but I'm securing pricing that will conserve at least $200 throughout the coming year. Item number 8 is Kirkland Signature Almond Butter, the 2-jar pack of 27-ounce containers for approximately $15. Discontinued February 2026. The underlying problem is the California almond agricultural industry. Water usage restrictions are forcing agricultural producers to eliminate almond tree acreage by 20%. The available supply is contracting while prices are exploding upward. But Costco is discontinuing the product instead of transferring massive cost escalations to their members. Currently, $15 secures 54 ounces of almond butter. That calculates to approximately 28 cents per ounce. Following discontinuation, alternative products at Costco cost closer to 60 cents per ounce. Here's why almond butter deserves aggressive stockpiling. It's a nutritional powerhouse. Beneficial fats, quality protein, vitamin E, magnesium, dietary fiber. A single serving maintains satiety for extended hours. Sealed jars last approximately 1 year on standard shelving. After opening, they maintain quality in the pantry for multiple months, even longer refrigerated. I purchased 10 2-packs last week. That represents roughly 1.5 years' supply. The financial investment was substantial, but the long-term savings justify it completely. Item number 9 is the Kirkland Signature Organic Coconut Oil, the 2-jar pack of 42-ounce containers for approximately $20, eliminated by April 2026. The coconut agricultural industry throughout the Philippines and Indonesia is battling labor shortages and export restrictions. The supply chain is constricting and Costco cannot secure adequate volume at their target pricing. Currently, $20 purchases 84 ounces of organic coconut oil. Following discontinuation, you're facing premium brands at double the current cost. Coconut oil offers incredible versatility. Cooking applications, baking uses, skincare, hair care, I utilize it for virtually everything. The shelf longevity is remarkable. Stored in cool, dark conditions, coconut oil lasts 2 to 3 years effortlessly. I purchased 8 2-packs yesterday. That's 16 individual jars. There's over a gallon of coconut oil total. The investment was $160, but I'm locking in pricing that would exceed $300 after discontinuation. Here's the unique thing about coconut oil. It remains solid at standard room temperature, liquefies when warmed. This characteristic makes it perfect for baking applications. It functions as a one-to-one replacement for butter in recipes. Item number 10 is Kirkland Signature Canned Chicken. The 6-can pack of 12.5-ounce containers for approximately $12. Discontinuing January 2026. The underlying issue involves the poultry processing sector. Multiple facilities have permanently closed because of labor complications and stricter regulatory requirements. The remaining suppliers cannot satisfy Costco's volume at their current pricing structure. Currently, $12 purchases 75 ounces of fully cooked canned chicken. Following discontinuation, the alternatives cost nearly double. Here's why canned chicken represents an essential prepper staple. It's completely cooked, shelf-stable protein requiring absolutely zero preparation. Pop open the can, drain the liquid, and you've got chicken ready for immediate consumption. The shelf longevity spans 3 to 5 years. I have containers in my storage from 2020 that remain absolutely perfect. I purchased 15 six-packs last week. That's 90 individual cans of chicken. For my household, that represents a significant protein reserve. The investment was $180, but I'm avoiding price increases that would exceed $300. Storage is straightforward. Maintain cans in cool, dry conditions. I utilize my basement storage area. Item number 11 is Kirkland Signature Organic Maple Syrup. The 1-liter bottle for approximately $13. Eliminated by June 2026. The underlying issue involves the maple syrup supply from Canadian sources. Climate change is severely impacting SA production capabilities. Warmer winter temperatures translate to shorter tapping seasons and diminished yields. The available supply is contracting and prices are increasing across the entire market. Currently, $13 purchases a full liter of organic, pure maple syrup. Following discontinuation, you're facing $25 to $30 for identical quantities. Here's the critical thing about authentic maple syrup. It lasts indefinitely when properly stored. Maintain it sealed in cool, dark conditions and it will never spoil. Once opened, refrigerate it and it maintains quality for a year or longer. I purchased 8 bottles yesterday. Well, that's 8 full liters of pure maple syrup. The investment was approximately $100, but I'm securing pricing that will conserve well over $150. Storage is extremely simple. Maintain unopened bottles in your pantry storage. Once opened, transfer to refrigeration. If surface mold develops, which occasionally occurs after extended opening, simply skim it off. The syrup underneath remains perfectly safe. Item number 12 is the Kirkland Signature Organic Peanut Butter. The 2-jar pack of 28-ounce containers for approximately $10. Discontinuing March 2026. The peanut crop throughout the southern United States has been devastated by drought and fungal contamination. Supply is dramatically down while prices escalate upward. Costco is choosing discontinuation rather than drastically increasing prices. Currently, a $10 purchases 56 ounces of organic peanut butter. That calculates to approximately 18 cents per ounce. Following discontinuation, alternatives cost closer to 40 cents per ounce. Peanut butter represents a classic long-term storage food. High protein content, healthy fats, practically infinite shelf life. Unopened jars maintain quality for approximately 1 year on standard shelving. Once opened, multiple months in the pantry, longer under refrigeration. I purchased 15 2-packs last week. That's 30 individual jars. For my household, that represents over 1 year of peanut butter supply. The investment was $150, but I'm avoiding a price increase that would exceed $300. Storage is absolutely simple. Standard pantry or cupboard storage. Zero special requirements needed. Here's how my family uses it constantly. Sandwiches, obviously. Item number 13 is Kirkland Signature Canned Tuna. the 8-pouch pack of 7-ounce containers for approximately $16. Discontinuing February 2026. The global tuna supply is confronting serious complications. Overfishing practices, stricter regulatory controls, and elevated fuel costs for fishing operations are driving prices skyward. Costco is discontinuing the product instead of transferring significant cost increases to members. Currently, $16 purchases 56 ounces of tuna. Following discontinuation, alternatives cost approximately $25 to $30 for equivalent amounts. Canned tuna represents a classic prepper staple. Lean protein source, omega-3 fatty acids, shelf-stable for multiple years. I have pouches in my storage from 2021 that remain absolutely perfect. I purchased 20 packs last week. That's 160 individual pouches of tuna. The investment was $320, but I'm securing pricing that will conserve well over $200. Storage is extremely simple. Cool, dry location. I utilize my basement pantry area. Here's how my family uses tuna constantly. Tuna salad sandwiches, tuna melts, tuna pasta dishes, tuna casseroles. I even combine it with rice and soy sauce for quick meals. Item number 14 is the Kirkland Signature Organic Tortilla Chips. The 2-bag pack of 20-ounce containers for approximately $6. Eliminated by May 2026. The underlying issue involves the organic corn supply. Agricultural producers are reducing organic corn cultivation due to lower profit margins compared to conventional corn farming. The supply is contracting while prices increase. Currently, $6 purchases 40 ounces of organic tortilla chips. Following discontinuation, as alternatives cost approximately $12 for identical amounts. Here's why I'm aggressively stockpiling these. First, my household consumes tortilla chips at an alarming rate. Snacking, nachos, dipping applications. We easily consume 2 full bags weekly. Second, chips maintain a surprisingly decent shelf longevity. The sealed bags remain quality for several months beyond the printed date when stored properly. I purchased 20 packs yesterday. That's 40 individual bags of chips. The investment was $120, but I'm securing pricing that will conserve over $100. Storage recommendation: maintain chips in cool, dry conditions. Once opened, utilize a chip clip or transfer to airtight containers to preserve crispness. Item number 15 is Kirkland Signature Organic Salsa. The 2-jar pack of 38-ounce containers for approximately $8. Discontinuing April 2026. The organic tomato supply problem is devastating salsa production severely. Identical problem as the tomato sauce situation. Drought and water restrictions are reducing agricultural output. Currently, $8 purchases 76 ounces of organic salsa. Following discontinuation, alternatives cost closer to $15 to $18. Salsa maintains quality for a surprisingly extended period. Unopened jars remain quality for approximately 18 months. Once opened, it maintains freshness refrigerated for multiple weeks. I purchased 15 2-packs last week. That's 30 individual jars of salsa. The investment was $120, but I'm avoiding a price increase that would exceed $200. Storage is straightforward: pantry storage until opened, then refrigeration. Here's how my family uses salsa constantly. Chips and salsa for snacking, obviously, but additionally as a topping for tacos, eggs, rice bowls, chicken dishes. I even utilize it as a quick pasta sauce when desperate. Salsa represents one of those products that transforms boring food into something interesting. Item number 16 is the Kirkland Signature Dark Chocolate Chips. The 72-ounce bag for approximately $14. Eliminated by March 2026, the cocoa industry is confronting a massive supply catastrophe. Climate complications in West Africa, where the majority of cocoa originates, have reduced output by 20%. Prices are absolutely skyrocketing. Currently, $14 purchases 72 ounces of quality dark chocolate chips. Following discontinuation, alternatives cost approximately $25 to $30. Chocolate chips last an extended period when stored properly. Maintain them in cool, dry conditions, and they remain quality for well over 1 year. I purchased 12 bags last week. That's over 50 pounds of chocolate chips total. The investment was $168, but I'm securing pricing that would exceed $300 after discontinuation. Storage is straightforward, pantry or cool cupboard storage. Once opened, seal the bag tightly or transfer to airtight containers. Here's how my family uses them constantly: baking cookies, brownies, muffins, pancakes. My children love them as a quick snack directly from the bag. Item number 17 is Kirkland's Signature Organic Coffee, the 3-pound bag of whole beans for approximately $18. Discontinuing May 2026. The global coffee supply is confronting serious challenges. Climate change is absolutely devastating coffee cultivation regions throughout South America and Africa. Frost events, drought conditions, and unpredictable weather patterns are reducing yields dramatically. The cost of organic certification is additionally rising. Currently, $18 purchases 3 pounds of organic whole bean coffee. Following discontinuation, you're facing premium brands at approximately $30 to $35 for equivalent amounts. Here's why coffee deserves heavy stockpiling. Coffee beans, when stored properly, last 6 months to 1 year easily. Maintain them in airtight containers in cool, dark locations. You can additionally freeze coffee beans for extended storage. They'll last up to 2 years frozen without quality loss. I purchased 20 bags yesterday. That's 60 pounds of coffee total. My freezer is currently maxed out. The investment was $360, but I'm securing pricing that will conserve over $400. Item number 18 is the Kirkland Signature Organic Quinoa, and the 4-pound bag for approximately $12. Eliminated by April 2026. The quinoa supply from South American sources is confronting major complications. Bolivia and Peru, the primary producers, are experiencing crop failures because of climate change impacts. Export costs are additionally escalating. Costco is choosing discontinuation rather than transferring massive price increases to members. Currently, $12 purchases 4 pounds of organic quinoa. Following discontinuation, alternatives cost approximately $25 to $30 for equivalent amounts. Here's why quinoa deserves stockpiling. It's a complete protein containing all 9 essential amino acids. For anyone reducing meat consumption, quinoa represents a game-changing option. It's additionally naturally gluten-free and packed with fiber, iron, and magnesium. Quinoa lasts an extended period when stored properly. Maintain it in airtight containers in cool, dry conditions, and it will maintain freshness for 2 to 3 years. I purchased 15 bags last week. That's 60 pounds of quinoa. The investment was $180, but I'm avoiding a price increase that would cost substantially more. Item number 19 is Kirkland's Signature Organic Chia Seeds, the 2-pound bag for approximately $10. Discontinuing June 2026. The chia seed supply from Mexico and South America is contracting. Demand has increased globally while production hasn't kept pace. Prices are escalating rapidly. Currently, $10 purchases 2 pounds of organic chia seeds. Following discontinuation, alternatives cost approximately $20 to $25 for equivalent amounts. Here's why chia seeds deserve stockpiling. They're packed with omega-3 fatty acids, a dietary fiber, protein, and antioxidants. One serving maintains satiety for extended hours. Chia seeds last an extended period. Stored in airtight containers in cool, dry conditions, they maintain freshness for 2 to 3 years. I purchased 10 bags last week. That's 20 pounds of chia seeds total. The investment was $100, but I'm securing pricing that would exceed $200 after discontinuation. Storage is absolutely simple. Maintain them in sealed containers in your pantry. I utilize mason jars. Here's how my family uses chia seeds daily. In smoothies for texture and nutrition enhancement. On yogurt, item number 20 is Kirkland's Signature Organic Coconut Water. The 12-bottle pack of 11-ounce containers for approximately $15. Eliminated by March 2026. The coconut water industry is experiencing supply chain collapse. Just the coconut plantations throughout Thailand and the Philippines are reducing output because of labor shortages and aging tree populations. New plantings require years to produce harvests, so the supply gap is widening dramatically. Currently, $15 purchases 12 bottles of organic coconut water. Following discontinuation, alternatives cost approximately $25 to $30 for equivalent amounts. Here's why coconut water deserves stockpiling. It's nature's perfect sports drink, packed with electrolytes, potassium, and natural sugars. Perfect for hydration following workouts or when battling illness. Coconut water lasts approximately 1 year unopened. Store it in cool, dry conditions. Once opened, refrigerate and consume within several days. I purchased 20 12-packs yesterday. That's 240 individual bottles. The investment was $300, but I'm securing pricing that will conserve over $300 throughout the coming year. Listen carefully. I just walked you through 20 products that are silently vanishing from Costco shelves in 2026. This isn't wild speculation or fear-mongering. This is verified insider intelligence from someone embedded at corporate headquarters. By the time average shoppers figure out what's happening, these products will already be completely stripped from warehouse shelves. Inventory will be completely sold out, and you'll be trapped paying double or triple at regular supermarkets for identical items you've been obtaining at Costco prices for years. I've already begun aggressively stockpiling every single one of these products. My pantry is absolutely loaded. My freezer is completely packed.